nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
Well, you know me, baby.
What up, man? It's your boy Sub. I had taken an evening walk. You know, I like to walk off. I just had dinner. You know what I'm saying? And I like to walk, clear my mind, listen to a lot of music. But every once in a while, when I do a video, you hear me outside. So you're summertime too. I love that noise. You know I'm a country boy. I love the noise, the little insects making. I just do. I love the summertime. It's my favorite time of year, actually. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about a coat. You just walk outside, don't give it no thought. Got that warm air. You take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. But nonetheless, I'm here today wanting to get you guys to... I just want to say something, man. Like, okay, this Russell Wilson and Ciara situation, right? Let me say this, man. Okay, you don't know, Slim Thug is at a Houston radio station. And he basically had a video, you know, somebody edited the video to his defense because he did come out and apologize. But basically, in the video, and I'm sure a lot of YouTubers are going to agree, but I'm going to just go ahead and say some stuff. So, all right. So, you know, basically Slim Thug was being interviewed, and he said that he doesn't believe a woman can go from dating a guy like Future to being married to a guy like Russell Wilson. First he said Russell Wilson is a lame, a corny guy. Then he said, well, I don't mean that. I don't want to sound like a hater, but he's a square. He's not, you know, a cool guy or whatever, right? So, you know, he said he just don't see it, right? So once he said that, you know, everybody, he got a backlash and stuff like that. So Ciara came back. In fact, I'm going to put impressive video in here, and I'm going to come right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Okay, Ciara is about tired and through of people coming for her and her husband, Russell Wilson. Recently, throwback rapper Slim Thug was on the radio saying Russell Wilson and Ciara's relationship isn't real. And he said Ciara was only with Russell for the money.
Russell Wilson, do a woman who used to talk to Future really want to Russell Wilson?
What?
That's a good question. Like, I don't believe it. I think
Why?
It's all financial stability. I don't think that after you like a dude who cool,
Again.
homeboy just, he's super, like, no hate. I bought his shoes the other day with a sugar daddy slim outfit. But I'm just saying, like, I have no personal issue with him, like, or her, you know, I mean, God bless him. He's just a corny dude. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. He just so, like, I ain't gonna say corny, because that's hate. He's just like a square, like, but
he's straight laced, clean cut guy.
Yeah,
never done
like,
wrong.
I don't believe that a girl who comes from a street dude could even adapt.
So you saying she a gold digger?
I ain't gonna say she a gold digger because she got her own. But at the end of the day, I don't believe it's real. I don't believe it. And I think how y'all keep highlighting this, I think it's gonna blow up on y'all.
Well, actually, it blew up on Slim Thug because he was dragged on social media for coming for Ciara and Russell Wilson's marriage. And his comments were very disrespectful. He attempted to apologize on Instagram after receiving the backlash.
Okay, first of all, I want to apologize to Russell Wilson for saying that he was lame and corny. Really, I ain't mean that. I was trying to say good guy versus bad guy swag, but they made a clip. You know how the internet do. They're going to cut it out and make you sound crazy for clicks and shit. But anyway, the question of it, I shouldn't even use him as an example, but it was the only example I knew. So the question I had was, can a woman who was attracted to a bad boy, let's just say bad boy, can she switch it to a clean cut guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that I believe if you like street dudes, you like street dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think that a woman would do that for financial stability and, you know, for the better of her kids or a better, you know, solid life as she grow older. But I don't think that's initially in her heart who she really, you know what I'm saying, feel like she want to be with. I could be wrong. I'm a rapper.
Well, you're definitely wrong about that. And I find it interesting that Ciara's ex, Future, had something sly to say on Twitter as well. He said this: "She not wife material, can't you tell? I've been single for like 4 years. That's crazy." Meaning he hasn't been in a real relationship or claimed a woman publicly since breaking up with Ciara. That's what that means. So all these men seem to be pressed at the fact that Ciara has found love with Russell Wilson. Now, Ciara did clap back on Instagram. She said this: "Repeating the same bad habit over and over again is a form of insanity. There comes a point in your life when you know better and you have to do better. You owe it to yourself. It's just that simple." And she also put the caption, "Let's not make things complicated when they don't need to be. #level up." And I find it interesting that LaToya Luckett commented and liked this post because LaToya used to date Slim Thug as well, but she too leveled up. She found a good man and now she's happily married with a baby on the way. Congratulations to LaToya and her husband. Ciara also posted her definition of what a cool man is, and she said this on Instagram: "A man that's God-fearing, a man that carries himself as though you are in his presence even if you're not, a man that is honorable, a man who you can grow with and learn from, a man that treats people with respect, a man that puts his family first, a man that makes you laugh, a man who understands the importance of financial responsibility, a man that is compassionate, a man who's confident and wants to see you succeed, a man who sees beauty in your scars." And I have to agree with Ciara. This is the definition of a cool man. These are the type of men that we should be applauding. The more we celebrate the good guys, the more you're going to see other men start stepping their game up. Anyway, comment down below and tell me what you all think about this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Okay, so you saw Impressive's video. And basically she dealt with the subject. She's just basically saying, look, this is what it is. You know, I got my man. He's in, you know, it is what it is. But let me say this, man. I'm going to say this. As much as you got all these brothers out here talking about how educated lames never win, they never get the woman. And if they do get the woman, they get a woman that's of low, you know, they get her after she's hit the wall, and she's this and that. And I know what people gonna say. Well, you know, her music career ain't popping like it was, and she ain't, you know, see this and see that. So now she wanna come. You know, that's the thing that they say, right? Now she wanna come when her career over. He just got a contract for like 4 years, 50 million, something like 55 million, 4 years. That's why she came for him. And this, let me say this, man. And I'm gonna piss some people off. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain lines that you have to like stay on when you on YouTube. And if you don't, then a lot of times what dudes do is they call you names. You know, you simping, you Captain Save-A-Hole, you rescuing that bitch, quit being a Zorro, trying to save these hoes. You know, everybody's a Mac and a pimp. You know how they talking. Don't be saving these bitches out here. keep your foot on these bitches' neck. You know how it is, right? That's the YouTube mantra, right? For a lot of brothers, a lot of black male YouTubers. Interestingly enough, a lot of these brothers is the ones that's lonely and ain't got no woman. A lot of them, not all. A lot of them are lonely, don't got no woman. Jacking off at night, single in the motherfucker, putting 3 and 4 hours in on a hangout on a Friday and Saturday night. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them do. Why? Well, you don't have no social life. Now let me say this. I'm not saying you need to get a social life with a baby mama. That's not what I'm saying. Let me get this out. My thing is this, man. Leave Ciara alone. Let that girl have her life. If she married to that dude and they happy and they like it, I love it. Leave him alone. Damn. That girl ain't had no rest since she married the dude. She say she happy. As much as you don't like, a lot of brothers don't like Russell Wilson and shit like that. Don't like the fact that Russell Wilson chose a woman with a child. See, let me say this. 2 things. First off, as much as people want to talk shit, he married a white girl, straight out of college, and she was fucking his damn teammates. That's what she was doing. She wasn't shit. I think it was a couple of this, either Golden Tate or somebody. She was fucking his damn teammates. I think she fucked more than one white woman. So that's why all these brothers out here that's talking about black women ain't shit. Statistically, actually, you got a worse chance of making it with a white woman than you do a black woman. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? You actually are more likely to get a divorce if you marry a white woman than a black woman. I just found that out. Go figure, right? But my thing is this. At the end of the day, right? If that lady, if Ciara wants to get a husband in Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson wants to find her and make her his wife, why everybody so damn butthurt about that shit? Why everybody got to call? Like, this is my thing with Ciara. Could that shit have some truth in it that it's a chance. I'm not gonna be naive by no stretch. I mean, is there a chance that she could probably be into a guy and that's really the guy she likes and shit like that? There's a chance. But let's look about this shit. Let's think about this shit for a second. She dated Cam Newton. She dated Bow Wow. She did date guys that were not like the thug image. You know what I'm saying? Now, did she date, she dated 50 Cent? Yeah, she dated 50, right? Which, honestly, to me, I think was a career move. They never really had a committed relationship. I think 50 just knocked off a few times or whatever. But they weren't in no committed relationship. She got with Future. Future gave her a baby. Okay. She learned. Now, this is my thing. This is where I think I get pissed with a lot of us on YouTube, is that you guys don't believe in evolving at all for women. Women can't wise up, according to a lot of you guys. Women, if you fucked a thug when you was in high school, or if you fucked a thug at 22, 23, damn it, you a bitch the rest of your life. You ain't shit. You deserve whatever the fuck come your way. You don't deserve a good man. If a dude come and try to actually get with you and be, regardless of how you treat him now, because see, this is the thing y'all don't get. Obviously, I don't know, but Russell Wilson is the type of guy he's starting quarterback for Seattle. You got all them damn white women in Seattle. They love black men in Seattle. Russell Wilson's clean cut. I mean, as much as y'all brothers despise Cynthia G, a lot of things that people say about Seattle is that if a brother's clean cut and got himself together up there, they get them white girls' panties getting wet just seeing you. That's number one. So that tells you right there that if he with this woman, if he up there in Seattle, he get him a white woman, he'll get whatever he wants. But that's not the situation. He got with Ciara. Okay. Now, is Ciara treating him with respect and dignity? Look, this is the thing, man. If Ciara shut the fuck up, Ciara getting on her knees and serving him up when he come in the house. She doing what she's supposed to do. As I'm saying, women don't take this like that's the only way you treat a man. But most men, that's what we want. Okay? Daily head. Can we come in the house, you got to let you holding the air, have your ankles by your ears when we come in the house. Like, that's how brothers think. A lot of us do. That'll calm a lot of shit down. Good fucking will come a lot of shit. Keep a lot of shit. You keep that coming, most brothers be like, you know what, I'm good. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. If, I'm being real. I've been in relationships, y'all arguing and fighting, and then you fuck around and go real hard and deep up in that one good time and get her to bust a good hard orgasm. You good, man. That's just real. You know what I'm saying? It does. People don't like saying that because it sounds so superficial. But it's true. I'm sorry. You can be mad at somebody. If you fuck them good, it does help. I'm not saying it's going to fix the problem. Nothing fixed the problem but communication. And getting to, that's grown man shit right there. But don't tell me that. I mean, there's a reason people, a lot of times, when they get with somebody and they good in bed, they'll stay with them. Because it's that's how powerful it is. If you fucking right. That's how powerful good sex is. It will make you think about it. But if you got some sense, and you know what I'm saying, you won't succumb to that. But a lot of people do. But the point I'm trying to make is this, man. Like, it just seems unfair that if a woman chooses a guy at one point in her life who happens to be a thug, and he gives her a baby, that changes the whole situation. That makes it, now she ain't shit. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. I see too much of that shit. Like, my thing is, she can evolve. That's the only point I'm making. She can evolve. She can, go ahead, get with a guy who is a stepfather. She's pregnant. She got a child on the way with him if she ain't already had it. She happy. Leave that girl the fuck alone. She ain't out here talking shit. She made a comment about leveling up. Everybody got their feelings about that shit. But I'm sorry. Because my thing is, and this is some real shit, but people don't want to admit. Most dudes in the industry would talk to Ciara. Most of them would. She's a beautiful sister. Yes, she got a baby by Future. It was a knock against her. Okay? So don't come in my comment section. You making excuses. I'm not making excuses. That shit counted against her ass. I didn't say that shit was good that she had a baby by Future. I didn't say that. That's a mark against the woman. And the fact that it's Future is another mark. But damn it, it's Ciara we talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just, when I hear people talk that shit about the sister, sometimes that's just me. I'm not making excuses for fuckery. I'm not making excuses for people to go out here and do a lot of dumb shit. I'm not. But I just, at some time in my life, I don't know, I look back at myself. I say, you know what? I fucked up before. I've made dumb choices. I have. She was in her 20s. You know what? If let's be honest, and this is something I heard somebody say, and they made a damn good point. They said, everybody calls Ciara a hoe, right? When she got with 50, that's when she started getting labeled a hoe. Because she dated Bow Wow. Then she got with, after Bow Wow, she went to, I think she dated Cam Newton for a minute. Then she went to, what's his face? 50. When she got through with 50, everybody, she a hoe. My thing is this, man. She doing what the normal 20-year-old girl would do. Just really, like, if you follow any girl around, they got a list of dudes that they done fucked. Just accept that shit. Number one. Number two, women have dated thugs. It's a part of life. Like, I don't even fuck with Chrissy no more like I used to. I really don't. Chrissy, I don't. I think she's made some real divisive points. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to practice hypergamy, because I don't have a problem with hypergamy, quite frankly. I really don't. I think a woman should date a man that's, that brings something to the table. Only dude that got a problem with that is a motherfucker that ain't bringing nothing to the table. That's in his feelings. That's just real. Y'all gotta excuse me, this hill's steep as hell. But I just, at the end of the day, I just feel like the whole situation with Ciara gets a lot of brothers in their damn emotions too often. Dudes, like when she married that dude, a lot of folks were mad. I'm like, Could it be that she wise the fuck up? Could it be that she say, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm gonna get with this guy. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I'm gonna try to go find pictures of chicks I know that got kids. And they cold in the motherfucker. And you telling me that these chicks won't be able to get a man? Stop it. Stop it. This one chick in particular, I know I can go to her channel, to her Instagram, and put her pictures in the background. And she'll make you drop your damn jaw. Bad as hell. I showed dude her picture. Dude was like, man, what's she at? I'm gonna catch a flight, go get her. Like that's how bad she is. Dude, stop it. When I hear dudes talking about these chicks, certain women, if you a cold, physically appealing woman, and you got one child, most brothers that's talking this shit on YouTube will fuck with you. A lot of these niggas is hypocrites. Just being honest. Like, right now, every nigga on here fuck with Janet Jackson. And she about 50 something. Why? Because if you take into account that first of all, she's still decent looking. Third, she got a baby by an Arab dude. But damn, look at her. Financially, she in a good situation. See what I'm saying? Number one. So that's gonna take her up a notch. Say what you will, but a lot of times, man, we're not really being honest with ourselves. Like, I think sometimes, and this is the thing, man, a lot of YouTubers, right? They make this same point about black women that, you guys are coming in and they looking for a savior, looking for baby mamas are looking for a savior. You know how many damn videos, if you type that shit in YouTube, I guarantee you, damn near every black male YouTuber you see, they made that video with that title. Single moms looking for a savior. Black single moms looking for a savior. That shit, like, and look, all that black single moms that's looking for a savior, shit, yeah. They are. But I'm gonna say this is gonna sound fucked up. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? I remember my homeboy used to get mad at me because I would say this shit. I had a homeboy that almost got drafted by the the Rams. I think he was in their training camp for he was in the Rams training camp for till the last cut. You know what I mean? Then he went to Dallas. I had another homeboy. My other cousin was at Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, right? He was in there till he made it to the next to last cut. Wide receiver, right? But they was telling me, we was talking on the phone at that time, and he came home when he got cut. He was talking about going to other teams and stuff. So we hung out, went to the movies. We was sitting there at dinner one day. He was like, man, if I make it, I ain't talking to none of them bitches from so-and-so, from the schools. He went to Alabama State, right? I said, why? Man, they wouldn't fuck me when I was on campus. They wouldn't fuck me when I was this and that. I said, brother, at the end of the day, it's just like this, man. Like, you got fat women, right? A chick is fat. She lose weight and she gets in shape. Now you want to fuck with her. Is that superficial? Not really. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, that's the way shit works. Women are attracted to certain, things about men. If you accumulate wealth, if you accumulate power and influence, then that woman would probably be attracted to that. Power is seductive, right? What's wrong with that? If you're a brother and you chubby and flabby, you say, fuck it, I'm finna get into a men's physique competition. And you start posting on Instagram and showing pictures of you in your bathroom in your robe and shit all ripped up and shit. And women start choosing it, jumping up in your inbox, trying to get at you on the DM. But they wasn't fucking with you before when you was fat and out of shape. Is that wrong? No, that's human nature. So when I hear people get upset with a woman, if you look at a woman's gonna come at you for what you have. Sometimes they will. Is that all she's there for? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, if a woman has a child, right? But she see you a guy, you got your own business, you making a lot of money, you doing this and doing that, and then she assumes a fucking position and gets right with your ass and don't come at you with no bullshit, what's the problem? Because see, in my mind, any woman that gets with you should give you the right respect and treat you with certain dignity and respect as a man. I don't know why people get in their feelings about this shit all the time. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm probably lose some subs because I don't hate black women, but I don't. I'm sorry. I don't hate them. I'm not angry. You know, I'm not bitter. I don't make every video I make. I'm not gonna be sitting out here talking shit. Fuck black women. Fuck why? Why would I do that? I'm not gonna do that. That shit's stupid to me. It really is. And it's probably emotionally unstable. And a lot of brothers that do that have mental issues. They need a psychiatrist. That's just how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, when I hear people make these comments about Ciara, you have to really look at this sister they act like she didn't have no more social currency. And she didn't have, when Russell Wilson got with her, he was like, man, you know, I remember somebody talked about how he was taken by her. Like, you know, he was like, damn, I always wanted this female when I was, you know, in college and this and that. And I finally got a chance to get around her. And he made an impression with her. And when he got with her, he didn't even have that contract when he first got with her. When he first met her and started dating her, he didn't have a contract. He didn't. Then he got that contract for 50-something million. She didn't know that shit. But even still, to me, you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, shit, she only got with him because she's looking for a savior. Well, am I saying that she got with him because he's financially stable? That's like me saying that I get with a woman because she got a fat ass. I mean, of course, don't think that doesn't factor into it. I don't think that makes her a bad person. So if she a woman, kid or not, and she gets with Russell Wilson, a guy who's a starting quarterback, just won a Super Bowl, franchise quarterback, she gets with this guy who could get hurt and be out the league. You know what I'm saying? Now let me say this. If there's a chance that she could be full of shit, that's human, that's people. That doesn't make what I'm saying wrong. But you a fool. No, I'm not a prophet. I don't have hindsight. I can't look into the future 30 years and say, yeah, man, she left him and went back to the future. Now you look like an idiot. I don't look like nothing. See what I'm saying? What I look like is a guy who's saying, look, man, give people room to grow. Give people room to grow, not just black women, not just black men. Because see, say what you will, but if a thug who sold drugs and evolved and got out he went to jail, got out of jail, and then he evolved and said, you know what? I'm not going to do that no more. I don't want to sell drugs. I don't want to do this. I don't want to put myself in a situation. I'm going to stop hanging around those types of people. I'm going to put myself in a better situation financially. I'm going to study. I'm going to learn about money. I'm going to learn about, and that brother get out here and start doing business, real estate. I would commend the brother. You come in that brother, you know, successfully started a company. Let's say he built a house. Would you come to that brother and be like, nigga, you still ain't shit, nigga, because you sold drugs when you were 23. And he's 33 now. But you telling him he sold drugs at 23, so he ain't shit. First of all, everybody would beat you down. Like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? This man changed his life around. Yeah, he did some things as a knucklehead when he was young, but he grew out of that shit. I was listening to what's the guy from that song with it was Real Motherfucking G's. It was with I used to love that song. It was way better than Dre Day. Way better. Like when Dre was getting into it with Ruthless Records and Easy-E. Man, them dudes just, to me, I thought Real Motherfucking G's was a better song to me. I think Dre Day, the beat was nice. And you know, he just had the buzz at the time. But when you step back and look at the type of beat and everything and look at it as you like, man, I think Easy made a better track than Dre Day. To me. That's just my mindset. But nonetheless, that dude was talking. And he was talking about how, you know, he got on with Easy, how he, you know, he went dissed Death Row the first day he met Easy. He wrote, when he was writing Real Motherfucking G's, you know, I forget his name, G Glock or something like he got on the song. He was just like, man, I had just met Easy, and I didn't even know Death Row. But, we was in there. He had wrote the song. He had the beat playing. And I jumped in the booth. And, he's the one that did that verse. It's the knockout, definition original, baby, gangsta. That dude, him. Anyway, he was in there. He did the song. And, yeah, I was like, man, that was a hell of a song. But the thing that really got me is if you listen to his videos, his interviews with Vlad, he grew. He evolved. He was like, man, when I was 18 or 20, 21, I couldn't, if it wasn't nothing for me to, you listen to him. He was getting fights. He got in fights with like 15 dudes from Death Row. Then he got in another fight. Him and Suge was finna get at it. They pulled out their guns and shit. They was about to draw down on Suge on some shit. Real talk. He from Compton now. From what I hear, that dude legit. He done 10 years. He legit. But he grew out of that. See what I'm saying? I know plenty of dudes that were straight up gangsters back in the day. That niggas was just wild as hell. And you see them now. Like, I never forget this dude. This was crazy. This dude name was Casper, right? Light skinned dude. He went to Alabama State. So I went to the game with my sister. This was way back in the 90s. And I never forget this dude named Casper just took his shirt off. He had a big ass fro. He took his shirt off and he was screaming at the crowd, "Y'all ready?" Like that. And then he just took off running. And soon as he ran by you, you supposed to do the wave, right? Like this, I'm like, who is this crazy ass nigga running up and down? He said, "Oh, that's Casper crazy ass. Like, he's so wild, like that, So that was years ago, right? So when I had my comedy club, it was right adjacent to affordable eyewear, right? So this dude who was an optometrist comes out, like same dude. I would have never put two and two together, but guess what? It was him. So I was telling him, he's like, "Yeah, man, he used to call me Casper." This, that. I said, "Casper?" I said, "You went to state? What year was you there?" So I'm asking him. He's like, "Yeah, I was there, so and so, so and so." "Yeah, my sister was there." I said, "Man, she told about this crazy dude. I was at a game one time. This dude was running up and down the thing." He's like, "Yeah, that was me." I said, "That was you?" I laughed. I was like, "Man, you was crazy." Like, man, I was wild, man. It is what it is. People grow, people evolve. Black people are growing and evolving as we speak. You see a lot of people on YouTube telling us to get away from dumb shit, get away from nigga shit. Stop taking your income tax check and buying rims. Stop going in the damn strip club, throwing your money at strippers. Stop getting credit cards and going and charging up and fucking up your credit. Use your credit for good shit. You got rappers out here saying that shit now. You got people really telling you, trying to elevate your mind and get you to think differently, right? We evolve as a person. Why the fuck does a woman not supposed to evolve from her coochie? Like, soon as who she chooses with her coochie is important. I will agree with the brothers, any brother that says that. But I think we don't give women the same affordability that we have as black men to evolve, to grow. Women can grow and evolve. I think Ciara, there is a chance that she grew and evolved. People act like that shit is just impossible. That she got with a guy who, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even think Russell Wilson is a straight up lane, because Russell Wilson been fucking 8-1 women since this dude been a top 50 quarterback in high school, in his graduating to his recruiting class. He went and started at Wisconsin, then left and went to NC State, took over and get the starting job. Was killing. Up for the Heisman. He had 1 or 2 bad games his senior year. Dropped out of the Heisman running. Went to the 3rd round. They fucked around, let him start. He went off in Seattle. With that, won a Super Bowl. Could have won 2 if they hadn't made that dumb play in there that gave Marshawn Lynch the ball. That's another thing. But, I'm just saying, man, this dude has done his thing. And so I'm just saying, like, people love to look at. Because what pissed me off about this shit, people size Russell Wilson up. See, the reason I even made this video, I'm like, damn, people sizing up Russell Wilson, but shit, that's the same way they judge us, right? They look at the guys that's the educated lane, and they say, man, she don't want him. She like it ain't shit to Russell Wilson. Like, he don't have no personality. He's not funny. He's not witty enough to pull a Ciara, because she like street niggas. As if he's not entertaining. Like, if and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know Future. Now, I know somebody that owns a club in Atlanta, who I could actually add a phone call with in this video if I want, and let him tell you to your face that he knows Future. He said Future a smart brother. He's not no dumb nigga. Like people see that thug, say, man, Future ain't about that shit he be rapping about. So, you know, he ain't. He said, man, Future don't even, you know, that Molly, he don't do all that shit, man. Future don't rap about it. He ain't living the shit he rap about. He do that shit for money. Like, Future a smart brother. And you listen to Future talk, when you listen to him in interviews and shit, he's a damn good, savvy music guy. He ain't no punk by no stretch. When he dropped Tony Montana and all that shit, I heard him in an interview. I said, this brother ain't stupid. Like, people act like Future just a dumb, mindless ass street nigga that, you know, got put on. I'm like, you can't stay relevant in the game and hot like that in the game and go to the top of the game like that unless you understand how to be a savvy businessman. So, I mean, that's one thing. And then secondly, my homeboy told me, he said, man, Future a hell of a daddy too. So yeah, he got them kids, but I know him, man. I've been knowing, he said he knowing Future when he wasn't even in music like that. When Rocco was hot, he was just part of his camp. He said he used to talk to him, he used to come to the club all the time. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, you know, the club is Harlem Nights if you really want to know. But he just come up in there, hang out and all. He said, man, I've been knowing Future, man. He said, Future cool in the motherfucker. He's not. So, you know, that's one thing, right? Secondly, you don't know people like that. If I was Russell Wilson, people would look at me and say, man, that nigga a square. Why? Because Russell Wilson is, you know, he has this image as the clean-cut guy, Christian guy, good dude, you know what I'm saying, the kind of guy you want your daughter to marry. She marries this guy and everybody's upset about that shit. Like, could she not have been wise enough and grew up into a fucking woman and realized this is a grown-ass man, I'm finna get with him because I see he's heading in the right direction, he's got a right heart. Look at what she said about what's cool. That sound like to me she's describing her husband. So I'm sorry, maybe she really believe that shit. I'm sorry, maybe she do. I mean, maybe, and then again, maybe she is playing a game. I don't think so. I on my mind, I think she probably do like the dude. You don't know what. And another thing, I ain't gonna go there, but shit, you don't know what he did in the bedroom with her ass. So there's a lot of shit y'all don't know. Like, people need to stop putting people in these boxes and categories and saying, well, he's a lame, and Future, like, cause Future's the rapper, Future's this guy, he got 3 baby mamas, so Future's the thug, and this guy. Like, we have these boxes that you gotta check them off. And if you know what I'm saying? And then what happens is people only check off maybe 1 or 2, but you go through and check off 10 of them. Future's this, and Russell Wilson's this. You don't know. Unless you spend personal time with these people and really get to know the ins and outs of their lives, you cannot make these sweeping arguments about people. Let people live, man. Let that girl live. She want to be happy. She says she happy, let her shit. I hope she is. It's like folks pulling for them to break up so they can have like if they do get a divorce, people gonna come on this comment section in this video and be talking so much cash money shit. They gonna have a field day. They just are. Because people pulling against that shit. I'm happy for the girl. I'm glad. You know what? I know what you guys are saying. Well, she's giving these single baby moms hope. I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this right here. This is some shit. That's why I put these videos, these pictures in the background, because I want y'all to see this shit. Certain women can get a man, even with a child. I know that's on her. I know that sounds like, man, you crazy. No, I know plenty of badass single moms that got 1 child that a lot of dudes will fuck with. Dudes, if they got on the phone and called a dude, that dude to go buy a wedding ring. I mean, I know chicks like that. Like, so that's one thing. So it's not like every single mom is hard up for a man. That's number 1. Number 2, at the end of the day, any woman you get with, I said this earlier, if Ciara respects Russell Wilson, if Ciara is submitting to her husband's authority, she's not in the house trying to run the house and be the whatever, then it is what it is. Now, we can make assumptions from outside, but we're not in their damn bedroom. We don't know what the hell going on. I think people need to stay out of that shit, man. Let them live. Let them make their decisions, man. They done made a vow for God. They married. Let them do what they got to do. I ain't mad at that girl because dated Future and 50 Cent in the back, you know, back when she was younger. Come on, man. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at her. I'm really not. That's the thing. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are really mad at Russell. Well, she got one of the good ones. This she shouldn't do. This she's being rewarded. Like rewarded. So okay, so let me get this straight. So for the rest of her life, she's like gotta wear this scarlet letter and never get, cause see, it's different for a woman. Okay, it's different for a woman. Okay, so let's follow this through. If it's gonna be like that for a woman, these same motherfuckers will get mad at Cynthia G for saying black men ain't built shit and black men need to provide and this and that and they not doing it. You get mad about that shit and say, well, it's the black woman's fault. I'm like, well, shit, but then you say, well, this is what it's supposed to be. If you're trying to live a certain standard and you want it to be that way, on one end, then you need to conversely provide your end. Keep up your end of the bargain. See what I'm saying? I don't get it in my feelings when I listen to Cynthia G. I really don't. You know why? Because for one, part of that shit is the truth. It is. Black men haven't built shit. Boom, I said it. We haven't. That shit is proven. 2% of black people work for other black people. That's a fact. So what that tell you? Black people black men ain't built shit. It is what it is. It ain't mean it's like this, man. We in the jungle. You lost. We've been losing for the last 400 years. Doesn't mean we're gonna lose next week. We don't have to lose. It's not given, but if you look at the scoreboard right now, we at the fucking bottom, dude. If this was a race, we would be in last place. Let's keep this shit a buck, man. Black folks need to hear the truth. And I'm sorry. So if you want to try to hold women to a standard, a higher standard, and they can't have children out of wedlock, they can, first of all, brothers, if that's the case, we need to be trying to teach our men not to fuck out of wedlock. If you go, I mean, come on. Let's be consistent. You beat a woman down for having a baby. You need to beat that father down for not being there too. Well, that's a scrub. So every baby father is a thug. So every baby father is a thug. And if it's not a thug, the only reason he's not there is because the woman doesn't want him there, right? Go ahead, man. You know, we got all these deflections from looking, well, maybe niggas is cowards. Maybe it's women out here who I know personally who got pregnant and the dude ran and didn't answer the motherfucking phone for 2 weeks. And this nigga got houses and 2 and 3 cars. But he was scared. He was a fucking coward. It's a lot of niggas like, and this nigga makes 6 figures and was a coward. Don't want to deal with the responsibility. It's a lot of dudes like that out here. I'm sorry, y'all niggas ain't got to like me. See what I'm saying? I ain't like the rest of these niggas on YouTube telling you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. A lot of brothers got shit fucked up. I'm sorry. Damn. I'm sorry. Too bad. So, yeah. So I ain't going to beat this sister down because she had a baby by, let's say Future is a thug. All right, she fucked the thug. She got pregnant. Okay, she learned her lesson. That can't happen. A woman can't learn her lesson. Once she fuck a thug, she's damaged goods for the rest of her life. A woman who is, I think Ciara might be worth a few $1 million, number one. Number two, she's still fine as hell. Y'all remember she made that, what's that, Ride song? That song, y'all remember that video? Come on now. I ought to put the video in the background. Y'all, don't tell me you ain't getting with Ciara. Well, I have sex with her, but I ain't gonna marry her. Well, shit, you part of the problem, brother. Because let's be honest, if you're willing to sleep with a woman, right, condom burst. I know people who's in fact, the girl I just told you about, but the guy didn't answer the phone, had a condom, the condom burst. She took the morning after pill, still got pregnant. Dude didn't, then the dude ran. When she went up here, it didn't show up. That's the type of shit, that shit happens. Happens a lot. That morning after pill is Russian roulette. I wouldn't even trust that shit. See what I'm saying? But you got niggas out here that really don't want to admit that it's a lot of men that when they find out that they got a child on the way, they're coward, they're scared because they know that the legal system is fucked up, which I agree with 1,000% it is. But I'm gonna tell you something. If she go to the legal system and just try to fuck me over, then that mean I chose wrong. I fucked the bitch. Basically, that's number one. Because if I'm out here like, hey, what do you need? Well, let's take care of our child. We need to take care of daycare, health insurance, whatever you need, you let me know. I'm gonna be there for my child. I want to see him every day. I want to be around him. I'm gonna move near where you are so we can either have joint custody or if you want to work in tandem. However, but damn it, I'm gonna be a good dad. If most of the dudes that had babies did that, I'm not even talking about the thugs. Fuck, if the thugs kept doing what they did, right? But it's so many brothers I know, because 57% of black men got kids. 57%. Don't tell me that out of that 57%, all of them thugs. Don't tell me that out of that 57%, all of them around black women have black women that don't want to have something to do with their kids, but they on child support, but they don't get visitation. Some magical way, right? Like, the shit can't work all both ways, man. Like, and what the reason I made this video, because I see so much fuck shit on YouTube right now of dudes talking shit about black women and about this whole Russell Wilson Ciara situation with Future. And my thing is, man, like, even Future come out like, man, I ain't been in a relationship, I ain't claimed a woman in 4 years. This is the thing, man. You Future have been around a bunch of women, sleeping with them, not in a committed relationship. Future around here sleeping with dudes' wives and shit. Future is a low life to me. I'm being in that regard. I don't know him personally, but just from that type of shit, every time Future always trying to sleep with people's wives and they women and stuff like that. So that shit right there make him. I'm not finna give him credit like that. That's number one. So okay, let's say he is, but he a grimy nigga. But ultimately, at the end of the day, everybody ain't like Future. Number one, there's a lot of brothers out here that I know even brothers that make good money that don't want to fuck with their baby, their children. They run from it. They let their mama handle it. That shit doesn't happen. It ain't a lot of deadbeat ass niggas out here that's married that had a baby on their chick and don't want to have shit to do. I know shit like that too. I know dudes that got children by one woman, love them children to death, and don't even speak to the other children. Didn't even want to claim them. Shit like that happen, man. So yeah. So I mean, that's something I think we gotta stop. We gotta teach our brothers to, hey, if you want women to be, you want to hold women to a standard that she can't have a baby. You either condone an abortion, but then you want to dog them for that too. Like, but you ain't gotta provide shit. Like if you broke and you ain't gotten it, and it's cause black women took in feminism and shit like that. Even though 43% of black men ain't got kids, and a lot of them about a bunch of them are single, not married. Like, you can't have that shit both ways, man. That's real, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Let me go on in.